Hello guys, my name is Kitty and you're humbly welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Kitty Crochets. So if you're new here, I kindly beg of you to subscribe before we go into today's tutorial. And for those who have subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really can't thank you enough, but just know that I am so grateful. So yes, let's start with our tutorial. We are going to look at how to make crochet ribbed shirts, and I really know you're going to love that process. So let's start right away. You are going to start by getting your measuring tape, and then you measure the height of your shirts. So by this I mean you are going to measure from your waist up to your thighs where you would like your shorts to stop. So I have already measured mine, and I am going to have shorts with a length of 12 inches. After that, I am now going to get my hook. I am using a 3.5mm hook. So I am going to make a chain that is going to equate to the length of my shirt. And for a chain, as I told you already, you start with making a slip knot. So you make a slip knot. You then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. You yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. This is a chain, and I'm going to do this up to when I have something that equates to 12 inches without stretching. So this is my chain, and these are 12 inches. I am now going to make an extra chain of 3. So that is 1, 2, and 3. I have made 3 chains because I am going to be using a double crochet. After that, I'm going to yarn over and then come in this 4th chain. This one, I yarn over, pull through 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. I again yarn over, come into the very next one, yarn over, pull through. I am making a double crochet. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the last 2. Again yarn over, come into the very next one, yarn over, pull through 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. So well, I am going to be placing double crochets in each and every chain without skipping any up to the end of my chain. Well, I have reached the end of my line, and I'm going to chain 1, and after that I will change my chain. We are now going to be placing double crochets in only the back loops. When you look on top of your double crochets, you can see 2 loops. This one will be the front one, but then this one will be the back one. So we are going to be placing our double crochets in the back loops. Remember, this is a ribbed shirt. So I come in this very first back loop, and I place there my very first double crochet. I yarn over, come to the very next back loop, this one, and I place there a double crochet. I yarn over, come to the next back loop, and I place there a double crochet. I again yarn over and come to the very next one, and I place there a double crochet. Come to the next back loop, place there a double crochet up to the end of the line. I have come to the end of the line, so I'm going to come in this the very last back loop, and I place there a double crochet. After that, I'm going to chain 1 and then turn my work. So when I turn my work, just like we did with our second line, I'm going to start by placing a double crochet in this very first back loop. I come place there a double crochet, come to the next one, place there a double crochet. I come to the next one, place there a double crochet, come to the next one as well, and I place there a double crochet, and the next one up to the end of this line as well. Well, I have reached the end of this line as well, and I am going to chain 1 and then turn my work. So when I turn my work, remember we start by placing a double crochet in this very first back loop. I come right here and I place there my double crochet, come to the very next back loop, and I place there a double crochet, come to the next one and place there a double crochet. I come to the next one as well and place there a double crochet. Well, make sure that you do not skip any stitch if you're a beginner. I remember when I was a beginner, I used to find it hard to balance my stitches. I could have like maybe 100 in one line, and then I have like 97, 6 in the second line or the next line. The easy way to balance your stitches is to count your stitches if at all you are a beginner and you have that challenge. So I'm going to do this, placing double crochets in each and every back loop, and I'm going to do this for a couple of lines. So you are going to get your measuring tape and measure the hips measurements of the person you are making the shorts for, and I am making the shorts for hips measurements of 40 inches. So I am going to divide these 40 inches by 2 to get 20 inches, and that means we are going to be making our shorts in two parts. One part is going to be 20 inches and then the next one will also be 20 inches. So I am now going to make lines of double crochets in only the back loops. Don't forget that, up to when I have lines that can stretch to equate to 20 inches. Well, these are my 20 inches. I am done making them. So we are going to change the pattern a little bit for the leg hole area. So remember, I have 12 inches right here, and in most cases when I am making my shorts, I make 8 inches from the waistband up to the leg holes. So this time round I have to leave out those 8 inches still, and this time around my waistband is only going to be 1 inch. So I am going to leave 9 inches out to leave 3 inches, since my shorts have a length of 12 inches. So in these remaining 3 inches, hope you have got me, you are going to leave, because I know your length is not going to be like mine, but you are going to leave the 8 inches, and then on those 8 inches you will add on the inches of your waist. You might have 2, because I just have 1. You might have 2, 3. You will change the pattern for the leg holes after removing those inches. So that means I am only remaining with 3 inches. I am now going to come right here and I mark where my 3 inches are going to be stopping. So it's right here. In case you have a stitch marker, you can use one, but since I don't have, I am just going to use yarn to mark this point. So I am now going to come and I place double crochets in only the back loop, like I have been doing before, up to when I reach the point where I marked right here. So I'm just going to come and I take this yarn that I've used for marking out, or your stitch marker in case you used one. So I'm going to come right here and I place there a double crochet in this back loop. After that, I am going to chain one and then turn my work. When I turn my work, we are now going to be making a decrease right here at the start. So I'm going to yarn over, come right here, and I place there a double crochet. So I yarn over, pull through the first 2. Instead of yarning over and pulling through the last 2, I am just going to yarn over and come in the very next back loop. I yarn over, pull through 4 loops on the hook. I yarn over, pull through the first 2. So at the end, I'm just going to yarn over and pull through the last 3. I have made a decrease. I then come in the very next back loop and I place there a double crochet. Come to the next one, place there a double crochet, and come to the next one as well, and the next one as well, up to the end. At the end, I have chained one and turned my work. So I'm going to start by placing a double crochet in this very first back loop, come to the next one up to when I reach this point here where I made a decrease. So I am now remaining with only 2 stitches, and we are going to make a decrease in these last 2 stitches. So I'm going to come here, I yarn over, pull through the first 2, I again yarn over, come right here in the very last back loop, yarn over, pull through 4 loops on the hook, I yarn over, pull through the first 2, and at the end I just yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. I chain one and turn my work. When I turn my work, I am again going to start by making a decrease right here. I yarn over, pull through the first two, yarn over, come to the very next back loop, yarn over, pull through, and also yarn over to the end and pull through the 3. I then come to the next stitches and place there no more double crochets, only either back loops up to the end. So I am just going to make 2 inches of this, as you can see, and I have made just 4 lines. Don't forget, at the top here you have to decrease, you just keep decreasing. So I'm going to come and do this thing that I have done right here and do it on this other side right here at the bottom. I'm not going to do it with you again. Let me just take you through the process. You are just going to measure 3 inches. You can mark that 3 inches. You make double crochets from here up to these 3 inches. So after that you will start decreasing for 2 inches, and for my 2 inches I have 4 lines. So you are going to make these 4 lines on this other side. So after making those 4 lines, I am going to make these exact parts using the same measurements and the same pattern. I am going to do something like this again, and let me get back to you when I have 2 parts of our shoot. Well, I am done making my second part and I now have 2 parts. So this is it, and we are now going to join these 2 parts together. So you are going to come right here and you reattach your yarn here. I get my yarn and I reattach it. Well, if you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, and if you've not yet subscribed, I kindly beg of you to subscribe before you leave here, so that YouTube will keep you updated when I upload new videos. So we are going to join these parts using a single crochet. I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. I come right here in the very next stitch and also the very next stitch on this other side, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. I then come right here in the very next stitch and also the very next one on this other side. I yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, come right here and also in the next stitch on the other side, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. I come right here and also the next one on the other side. I yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, I pull through both the loops. So well, I am going to do this up to the top of my shoots, and after that I am going to come and do the same thing on this other side. You slip stitch from here, do not slip stitch this downer part yet. So let me get back to you when I am done with that. Well, I am done slip stitching both my sides and this is what I have. So you are now going to come and change your work. You are going to put that part that you've slip stitched in the middle, just like this. So this is it, and we are now going to slip stitch down here to make leg holes. We are going to slip stitch from this side to this side. I am going to come right here and I attach my yarn. After attaching my yarn, I am going to come right here in the very next stitch and also the very next one on the other side, and I slip stitch, I yarn over, pull through and also pull through this loop that I have on the hook. I come to the very next stitch and also the very next one, yarn over, pull through and also pull through this loop that I have on the hook, come to the next one and the next one on the other side, yarn over, pull through and also pull through the loop that I have on the hook, come to the very next stitch and the next one, yarn over, pull through and also pull through the loop that I have on the hook. I come right here, yarn over, I bring my hook in in both stitches, and I've pull through and also pull through the loop that I have on the hook. Well, I am going to do this up to the end. Well, I am done with that, and I have folded my work. So these are my shirts, and I have made a chain already that is going to be for the waistband. So let me briefly show you how you can put it in. I'm going to count 5 double crochets. 1 2 3 4 5. So after the fifth one in this space here, it's where you are going to bring your chain in. So I'm now going to be following this line. I come right here and bring it out. I come here, bring it in the next column. I bring it out. I come, bring it in, and bring it out up to when I come back right here. So this is going to be the end of my tutorial today. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hope you can see how beautiful our shirts look like. If you've not yet subscribed, I kindly beg of you to subscribe before you leave here. And for those who have subscribed, I am so humbled, I'm so grateful. Let's keep the family growing. You can leave your comment in case of anything, and let me meet you again in my next tutorial.